Well, 8 o'clock, May 12th. Heading out from Boots Off. Interesting place. Tent sites aren't too bad. The one I had wasn't the best, but the biggest problem I found with this place is that it parties even more than Standing Bear does. There were people yelling and screaming and partying way into who knows what hours. Made it very difficult to sleep. There's also a house up behind me that people were at. They were busy yakking and talking loud enough to hear all the way to town. So once again, you get the inconsideration of a group of hikers together, and they just kind of toss out any consideration for others. And that seems to be the way it goes. It happens at the some of the hostels, not all, a lot of them. So far, only this one and Standing Bear seems to be the worst. And anyway, that's the way that goes. I did manage to get my box. It caught up to me. Luckily, I didn't travel too fast this time because it got here the same day I did. It had just showed up before I had, so. But bad part was that other than my asthma medication, I needed very little food in it. There was only a couple packages of food I could use because I still have some left over since I did the trip to here. Instead of taking 3 days, I did it in 2, so I had an extra day supply, and then I had some left over from before, my emergency supply. So I'm heading off to Damascus with 3 days supply. I'm hoping to make it the morning of the 3rd day. 2 16-mile days, and then a 10-mile day. And that will get me to town, where I'm hoping I can find a decent supplier and swap out my heavier fleece for a lighter shirt. I'm going to swap out my other shorts because I don't seem to be wearing them, and maybe go with a pair of running shorts, something like that, that's much lighter. Get rid of my heavier gloves, don't need those anymore, or my over mitts, number of things, odds and ends. So anyway, with that, we are hitting back on the trail. Well, this is the way the morning's starting. Get a nice flat walk, and we go all the way around the lake. You can see the cars go by on the far highway over there. That's where it started, so I'm basically just circling the lake right now. But it is nice to get a little warm up on the flat section instead of the constant up or down that we normally get, usually up. It's gonna be another hot day. It's already feeling muggy, probably because of the lake next to me. So I'm hoping when I pull my first little hill up here that it won't be too bad. Beautiful view of the lake, I like it. I just came from back there and all the way around that lake so that I could come up here and hike across the dam. So I was right yesterday when I thought I saw a dam of some sort. Nothing on this side, huh? It just kind of dams up the lake. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's not really a traditional dam. Don't know what those little outcropping things are. Anyway, kind of interesting. Not sure why they send this around and across. I just hope I'm on the AT. It seems weird. Anyway, look for a white blaze. According to gut hooks, I'm on the trail. go. Yeah, my first real wildlife. Uh-huh. Yeah, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. There you go, yeah. Huh? Yeah, you don't care about me. You're gonna keep an eye on me though, aren't you? Well, you're a buck. You got horns, little tiny ones. Little tiny horns coming up. Alright. I'm gonna leave you be. I've been tracking this body of water, the lake, whatever you call it, starts with a W, since I left Hampton. And it's still going. I don't know what those things are down below. They almost look like maybe boathouses or something from here, but no boats at them. There's more water way out there. I wish that I could get some water around here. It shouldn't be more than about a mile from the shelter. Hopefully the water supply is good there, because it wasn't any good at the previous spot. Well, it's only about 6:15, but I'm going to wrap up today's hike. I thought I'd give you a shot of my tent set up today. I'm out here, and if you look way in the background, you can see that blue bag. That's my bear bag hanging up. I made it to the, what do they call this place again? Iron Mountain Shelter. About 3:30. You can see now that there's some other people setting up. There's a few more that have dropped in. So far, there's only one person actually staying in the shelter. The rest of us are tenting. It was another very hot day. We got up to the mid-80s, and even though none of the mountains were exceptionally high or steep, we were on a ridge all day long and just going kind of up and down along the ridge, and we were in the sun most of the day, so it took its toll, and there was very little water supply. Once you got started, there was a lot right at the beginning closer to town, but then we got further out and it just kind of dwindled down, so it was hard to find water. Other than that, there's not a whole lot else that really was going on today. I got my 16 miles in, and I'm going to shoot for 16 again tomorrow. That'll keep me on track. I have heard that there's starting to be a mass run for Damascus. Everybody wants to get in for trail days, and so it's going to be a real mess. If I hold the schedule, I'll be in and out of there by, let's see, tomorrow, Sunday, Monday. I'll be out of there by Tuesday. I'll take a Nero on Monday and resupply some clothing and resupply food, and then go from there. And hopefully be far enough away from everybody when the party breaks up that I don't have to deal with them. Let's see what else. Boy, I saw my first real wildlife, besides squirrels and birds anyway. Came across the deer today. Came across a lot of bear crap too on the trail, but never did see a bear. One of the other hikers that's here at the shelter said he saw one, and it was nearby where all the scout was, so there was one floating around, but I didn't see him. So let's see, that's probably the most exciting thing that took place all day was got the deer. So anyway, as you can see, this is my camp for the night, and it sounds like pretty much all of us are going to be getting up around 6 and heading out in the morning. we'll be seeing each other on the trail, the ones I'm staying with tonight, which are basically all new people. None of my old people that I know. I don't know where anybody is anymore. So with that, we'll call it a day, and we'll start and give her hell tomorrow.